So recently I had this gentleman come into our academy. He signed up. He said he had a martial art background in a Korean martial art. And he comes to his first class. He was all excited, and he comes to a Muay Thai class. And I had my Muay Thai coach there, and I got a text like the next day, and it was interesting, the text, and it said pretty much saying he wants to cancel his membership he's done with us, and he said, I want to cancel it now. And I respond back, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry to hear this. I go, do you have time for a call, like, to understand what we could do differently? And his response back was, you guys are a fight club, you're not a martial art place, you don't do technique, and all you do is fight. And I thought that was interesting, and as the conversation went on, like, I was trying to get him on the call, but he was just texting, and something fell off, and I was talking to him, and then it kind of clicked on some of the stuff he was saying. I'm like, he came in, and what ended up happening was I had the feeling that he went to class, he thought he had this martial art background, and he came in, probably was aggressive, and just got his butt handed to him, and was totally humbled, and he couldn't take it. And sure enough, I texted my coach. I'm like, hey, did this guy show up? What happened? And he goes, yeah, he came, and he was pretty spastic, and we were trying to calm him down, and he was just going hard, trying to be spastic, and he ended up throwing like a 17-year-old kid, and he hurt himself. And it was, then this guy was like telling me, he's like, you're not a master, I want to learn from a master, and all this stuff. And I was like, and he's like, martial arts is about respect. And I'm like, dude, you're not respecting me or anything like that. And I go, who are you to say I'm not a master? I don't call myself a master. And the funny thing is, it's like, most of us who've been in the martial arts for a while know that a lot of people in the martial arts, they promote themselves and they call themselves a master. They're not really a master. And it's like, I look at it, I've been practicing martial arts, and I've done so many different styles, but my main has been jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. And I've been doing this since I was 14. And I would never consider myself a master, because I have so much to learn, and there's so much still to master and do all these things. So I don't consider myself that. And it just, to me, it was funny, because here's this guy that had his ego broken, and he's like, you guys don't practice technique. And I went back and I looked at the video on the academy's video, and sure enough, like, the way we practice, just like any academy, is we kickbox. I mean, we go over the technique, we drill it for a bit, we increase the drilling a little, and then we do some light sparring afterwards to work on what we did. And like I was telling the guy, I'm like, you know, and this is what I don't understand about most traditional martial artists. Imagine you're a sport, any sport out there, basketball, and all you did was, in the air, practice shooting and practice dribbling a ball without a ball. And imagine you go to try to play basketball after that. You would suck. And you didn't even play a game. You never played a pickup game or anything. Even if you did have a ball and all you did was dribble a ball, and you try to go in a game, a real game, you'd be terrible. But yet, for some reason, so many traditional martial artists, they have convinced people that they can practice techniques and kicks and punches in the air, and when the time comes and practice a form, they can fight. They know how to defend themselves. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work in any other sport. Why would it work in fighting? So I don't get it. Anyway, just guys, if you're ever at a place that they try to teach you that you can punch and kick in the air and do these forms, and you'll know how to protect yourself, defend yourself, that's a red flag. You have to practice like a sport. I mean, you have to practice against a person, you have to practice with a person, you have to drill the technique, you have to get comfortable with it, you have to increase the intensity, you have to add timing, you have to add resistance. That's the only way you're gonna learn how to get better. Oh, and the guy also said, well, martial arts is not about fighting. I'm like, dude, it's about self-defense. I mean, what else? If you look at the history of what the martial arts was about, it was about fighting and protecting oneself. That's it. Yes, honor, discipline, all those things come from it, but that's a byproduct, not the primary goal. But anyway, appreciate you guys. See you on the mats.